what is the goal
Oh yeah.
or the meaning of your thesis? What are you attempting to show?
Right. Well, the problem is that this edition, this book has been republished and reproduced, and like I said, it's really easy to find online. And lots of teachers in Protestantism, maybe in general, in English speaking evangelicalism, and in the Hebrew roots and Torah observant movement, have been influenced by his ideas and by his theory and also his methodology, and they repeat what I think is misinformation or just things that we don't know or haven't proven, or maybe that can't be proven. And that this includes, especially in the Hebrew roots movement, the argument that I'm sure a lot of people have heard on the radio, who listen to this radio, I mean, that Christmas and Easter are pagan in origin. And for example, that I seriously question, especially when it comes to Easter. So this is the reason I'm writing this thesis, is so that we get a better view of who Hislop was, what he was trying to accomplish, and if there's any good in the two Babylons, what that is, and then I want to go over all the things that Hislop did wrong, and I just want to call believers and teachers to, especially teachers who have a higher responsibility, right? As who's it, James or Peter tells us that
James, yeah.
Especially teachers to be more careful and more studious, and to work hard to try before they speak and before they teach things that other people are just gonna take and run with. Yeah.
Let's go back for a few seconds, because a lot of people, I mean, obviously, people who listen to this show on a regular basis are going to know about our Christmas special that we did last December. They're going to know about our Passover special. And we usually do, in concert with a Passover special the week before, we usually do an Easter special as well. I don't remember if we did that this year, but we did talk about some things that had to do with Easter. It might be a shock for some of our newer listeners, and maybe a shock for people that are still in the Christian church, or maybe more of a shock for people in the Hebrew roots movement, to hear you say that Christmas and Easter might not have pagan origins. Let's open that can of worms for just a second here. So when we talk about Hislop, when we talk about two Babylons, why would you believe that something like, say, Christmas or even, obviously Easter, everyone knows that the big talking point on Facebook around the time of Easter is that it comes from Ishtar, right? It's the goddess Ishtar. So why would you say that these don't have pagan origins? Isn't it obvious?
Right. Well, okay. So that's a good example. So this is what Hislop does in his book all the time, and so Easter sounds like Ishtar, right? And maybe it's possible that there is a link between these two words. I don't think so, and your dad's written a paper against that understanding. But that's making a huge assumption, or making a huge conclusion just based on etymology, and that's not what we have to do. The name of the feast, or the name of the celebration, can have nothing to do with the celebration. It just might be because of the time of the year or something. But if you want to look at whether this celebration is pagan in origin or not, you have to go, you have to see who celebrated it at the first time, and when it started to be called this or that. And so when it comes to Easter, well, Easter is just the English and German name for the celebration of Pascha, which is a celebration that all Christians, almost all Christians in all of Christian history have celebrated, which is, I suppose, maybe the Christian Passover or something, which is Passover without the Jewish elements, without Exodus, and without just thinking about the resurrection and who Yeshua was and what he did. And so, that's where Easter comes from. And that's, we can look at the church fathers, and we can look at who celebrated this from the earliest times, and as far as we know, it's the earliest Christian celebration.
Okay. But maybe the argument would be posed: oh, Andre, you just want to have a Christmas tree in your house. You just want to go to your Christmas, your family's Christmas gathering, and that's why you're championing this outlook.
Well, personally, I don't really care if anyone celebrates Christmas or not. I think that the custom of having a tree in your house is a little weird. And if I was to do it, I would want to give some sort of biblical theme or reason for it, right? But otherwise, I mean, I don't celebrate Christmas. I haven't helped my parents set up the tree in a long time, and yeah, I mean.
So in other words,
that's
what I hear you saying is that you have no personal attachment to these things. You're just trying to look at sources for what they are.
Yeah, I'm concerned with people knowing what is true and with establishing the truth with certainty, and and valuing the hard work that goes along with finding out what truth is, right? That's what scholarship is all about, and historical inquiry is all about.
Did you enjoy that clip? If you did, you should like it and share it. That way other people can see it. Also, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking this round thing right there. You should do it. Click that. Or you can also catch the full episode of that clip by clicking that right there.